Has Bitcoin hit his local high? And should we anticipate a big bearish move over the coming 2 to 3 weeks? That's what we're going to cover in today's video using Elliot wave and Fibonacci analysis. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And if you don't know me by now, my name is Jagir. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. Been trading currencies for now 15 years. Featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008. But I exclusively focus my attention on crypto. So with Bitcoin, first of all, if we just look back, we did a video around, literally posted just a couple of days ago, and we said, look, we've hit some key Fibonacci retracements and extensions, and we want to be aware, even though it's a really aggressive move to the upside, we should anticipate a correction. Now remember, markets are like sprinters. Have a nice heavy sprint, run out of breath, and then you need a breather and you need a correction, and then the next sprint. So what we should anticipate as a minimum, let's have a look at that today. So first things first, let's just jump into the weekly chart. In the top left hand corner, I've just made the momentum indicator really big and large. What you want to be aware of is that the blue line has crossed below the red. This is something called the stochastics RSI that measures the momentum. What that tells us is that we should expect sideways to down for the coming few weeks. That's going to be really, really important. Then we're going to jump into the daily chart. And what we want to be aware of is, from our last video, again, we was projecting this high over here in this last video. And we can see that we've got this initial move to the downside. So we can be quite confident that this looks like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we should anticipate an ABC correction. So let's just really zoom in and we can get some high level expectations as a minimum, right? As a minimum. So again, let's just do Elliot wave first. Looks like a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, and a final 5. Wave 3 is never the shortest wave, so this looks like a nice clean structure. So let's just assume that this is the wave 5 high. What we should anticipate next is a minimum of a 50% correction. In fact, let's take it from here. Well, 50% is here, and the typical maximum wave 2 correction is 78.6, and in between is 62%. And the typical time taken is actually 50% of the time taken for the wave 1. So we just click here. And by the way, guys, I've recently recorded my Elliot wave and Fibonacci masterclass, which teaches you how to do this, because I can only cover so many coins, so it allows you to do it for yourself. It's in the link below. So let's just do this here. Bump, bump. So now we have this really clean time and price zone. And I'm going to draw a nice rectangle, keeping it quite broad. But what you should always anticipate is a minimum of 3 legs. So initial move to the downside, normally in a 5-wave structure. Then there'll be a correction to the correction, often referred to as a wave B. And then a minimum of another wave, which often mimics the first wave A. Now, if and when we get to this stage of the market, we'll have more information to see, are we likely to see a continuation to the downside, or is it likely to be the end of the correction and the continuation of the bull trend? We don't have that information right now, but what we can be quite confident on is sideways to down, probably down to below 40,000. Typical maximum is $34,000 per Bitcoin. Let's just finish up on the hourly chart, because what we want to look at is what is the pattern structure of this initial move to the downside. Let's just really zoom in for this part here. Too early to say, but if this ends up being quite impulsive, we don't have the information yet. If it ends up being what might be something like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure, then we can be quite confident that we should get the 3 legs. So there you have it. Bitcoin has done an amazing move to the upside, but it's hit this resistance level, and we should anticipate a correction as a minimum, but prepare for even a deeper move to the downside. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let's finish on a quote. Let's finish on a quote. What quote should we do today? All right, chapter 5. All right, guess who said this? Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Leonardo da Vinci. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Let's not try and overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. minimize your risk, maximize your upside. I'll see you soon.